Welcome to the presentation of Power Electronics. I am Gaikwad Avantika with my group members Samiksha Azge, Vidya Ire and Jadav Akanksha are here to deliver the presentation on the topic Simulation of Single Phase Full Wave AC to DC Converter. Introduction. A single phase full wave AC to DC converter is used to transform alternating current AC into direct current. This process is essential for powering electronic devices as many require a stable DC voltage for operation. By utilizing both halves of the AC waveform, this converter enhances efficiency, providing a higher average output voltage and reducing ripple compared to half-wave rectification. Key applications include power supplies and battery chargers. Understanding the operation and components of this converter is crucial for effective power supply design in various electronic systems. This presentation will cover its principal advantages and applications. Its applications. First one is power supply. Used in various electronic devices and systems to convert AC main power to the required DC voltage levels. Second one is DC motor drives. Supplies DC voltage for driving DC motors in applications like robotics, conveyors, and electric vehicles, ensuring smooth operation. Third one is telecommunications. Provides power to communication devices and systems that require a stable DC supply for operation and signal processing. Fourth one is consumer electronics. Found in devices such as computers, televisions, and audio equipment, converting AC from the wall outlet to DC for internal circuitry. Fourth one is industrial automation. Utilized in control systems and automation equipment, supplying DC power for sensors, actuators, and control panel. Last one is renewable energy system. Used in solar power system to convert AC generator by inverters into usable DC for battery storage or direct application.
Firstly, we take an AC voltage source. Then we take a thyristor. Rotate this thyristor with the help of Ctrl R and copy this thyristor 4 times. Connect these all thyristors, anode and cathode terminals. Then connect this AC voltage source, first AC voltage source in between the thyristor 1 and thyristor 4, and second terminal of this is into this. Then take on voltage measurement. Then take on current measurement. Then taken the RLC series branch. Rotate this branch. Then copy this voltmeter and paste. Then consider R as a load, and we have taken resistor is a 20 ohm. Then apply OK. Then copy this voltmeter and paste it. Connect voltmeter is positive terminal to positive of AC voltage source and negative terminal of AC voltmeter is to negative AC voltage source. Then connect resistance. One terminal is to ammeter and another is to this thyristor. Then connect this current source to this and voltmeter in between resistance. Then take on scope. Or then take on pulse generator. Copy this pulse generator and paste 4 times for 4 thyristors. connect this. Change the setting of scope. In setting, number of input ports is 3. Then layout. Then in layout, we consider 3 rows. Then apply. OK and cancel it. Then give the values to pulse generator. Our periodic time is 0.02. And for the phase delay angle we consider 30 degree, means 30 into 360 30 into 0.02 divided by 360, it is 0.0016. Then apply. It is for positive half cycle, and same for this pulse generator. Then apply. For this pulse generator we simply add 1 for negative pulse. Then give the value to AC voltmeter, AC voltage source. This is 325.26. because of we enter 230 in peak amplitude, it is to 325.26. Then connect this voltmeter to this current ammeter and this voltmeter to scope. Change simulation time 0.09 and run it. Sorry, we need to enter continuous power supply. We simply search power, then here is continuous power supply. Then we can run this simulation. Here output is taken. This is output waveform. First waveform is AC input voltage. It is a DC output voltage and it is a DC output current. This is simulation of single phase AC to DC converter.
Full wave rectification. So we must know what is full wave rectification. So full wave rectification is a process that converts both half of the AC waveform into DC. This means that during both the positive and negative cycle of AC input, current is allowed to flow through the load, resulting in a continuous output. So now we are going to see advantage of a full wave rectification over half wave rectification. There are two advantages. First one is higher average output. Full wave rectification delivers a greater average DC output voltage compared to half wave rectification, which only uses one half of the AC waveform. Second one is reduced ripple. The output from a full wave rectifier has less ripple voltage, leading to a smoother and more stable DC signal. This is particularly important for application requiring consistent voltage level. Next, we are going to see components which are required in the simulation. So, component required for simulation of single phase full wave AC to DC converters are: first one is AC voltage source. It provides the alternating current input from the rectification process. Thyristor, used as switching devices to control the flow of current during both half of the AC cycle. Third component is voltage measurement source. Measures the output voltage across the load for performance analysis. Fourth component is current measurement source. It monitors the current flowing through the load, providing insight into circuit behavior. Fifth one is pulse generator. It generates control pulses for triggering the thyristor, allowing for control rectification. Sixth one component is resistive load. It represents the load that the converter will power, typically modeled as resistor. And seventh one is power GUI. simulates it is a simulation block that enables power system modeling and analysis, providing necessary tool for simulation.
Stop.
Operation phases: first positive cycle, second negative cycle, and third result. In positive cycle, during the positive cycle, half of the AC waveform current flows through two diodes D1 and D2 in the rectifier circuit. Second, this allows current to pass through the load, generating a positive output voltage. Then second, negative cycle. In negative cycle, half of the AC waveforms, the other two diodes D3 and D4 becomes forward biased. Current flows through this diode, again passing through the load, maintaining the flow of current. Third, result. In result, the operation of both halves of the AC result in a continuous DC output. Second, this output has a higher average voltage and lower ripple compared to half wave rectification, providing a more stable DC supply. Then second is advantages and disadvantages. Advantages: higher efficiency, better voltage regulation, reduced triple voltage, increased output power. Then disadvantages: complex circuit design, space and size, and third is thermal management.